When we look back on the turning point of the Giants, it'll be the 2025 NFL Draft. Let's talk about it. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. The Giants are officially in a good spot. And what do I mean by a good spot? We are in a good spot for the future. We are in a good spot to have decent games now. And overall, this is the best and most confident I felt about the Giants as of recently. And by recently, I mean probably the last decade. I have a whole video about Jaxson Dart. More specifically, I did upload that yesterday. I'll put that up in the corner right here. It will be the little I button. Just go ahead and click that. But today's video is about the rest of the rookie class. Now, I do want to talk about Jaxson Dart today in terms of the future and the rest of our quarterback room a little bit. Anyways, our first pick of the draft, our number 3 pick of round 1, Abdul Carter. Now, I don't want to get ahead of myself or sound crazy, but this is a player with defensive rookie of the year potential. He is somebody that is going to make an impact every Sunday, and if he's on the field, you will know. There's not going to be a time where it's like, where is he? Is he even doing anything? We will see him every week. We will see his impact. We will see his presence. The quarterback on the other side of the ball will feel his presence. And ultimately, he is a great fit for the team. He fits alongside Kayvon and Brian Burns, Dexter Lawrence, and he just makes this team really strong. This line already had a lot of sacks last season, but adding Carter, man, this line is going to be a nightmare of a line for any quarterback, for any offensive line. That's gonna be fun to watch. Abdul Carter, I think this was a perfect pick at number 3. I don't think there was anybody better in the draft. I think we got the best pick at number 3. As for every pick in the draft, I really think Giants got the best draft in the league. And that's not even me being biased. You can go to other players, I'm not a player. You can go to other sources, other channels, and other pages on Instagram. A lot of people have the Giants as one of the best ranked drafted teams in this year's draft, if that even makes sense. You get what I mean though. But like I was saying though, Abdul Carter, expect a lot his rookie year. He was the 3rd overall pick. This isn't going to be a guy that's going to sit right here. He has a lot of aggression. He has a lot of firepower. He's ready to go. He seems like a hard worker. He's very smart, and he's going to take the field week 1. He's going to be productive off the bat. I already know he is. I can just tell you guys right now. Whether he's rotating or lining up with Burns and Thibodeaux, different packages, we're going to have to see exactly how the Giants scheme things up. But he's going to be amazing, super explosive. Abdul Carter is going to help our defense not only stabilize, but have that more firepower and have the power to attack quarterbacks like Patrick Mahomes and Dak Prescott and Jalen Hurts and Jaden Daniels. And ultimately, he's going to help us in our own division as well. Now, this was a pick I was very excited for. We traded back into the first round of the draft, ended up going with Jaxson Dart. I thought we were going to go with Shedeur. This is the moment before I realized that nobody's taking Shedeur until, what was it, like the 5th round or whatever he went. Shedeur got done dirty. That's besides the point. Anyways, Jaxson Dart, round 1, pick 25. I really don't understand why Dart didn't receive more hype coming out of college. I do kind of understand it though, because there weren't too many games where there were big games where he had a chance to showcase himself and showcase his talent. But Jaxson Dart, at the end of the day, he has the tool set. He has all the skills of the franchise starting quarterback. I really think Thibodeaux is going to do great things with him as quarterback. I don't want to keep comparing him, as you guys might watch the last video about Jaxson Dart I put out. I don't want to keep comparing him to Josh Allen, but he has a lot of potential to be molded in a way Josh Allen was by Coach Thibodeaux. Now, the reason why this is also an important pick is because this is also the first quarterback that is drafted under the Thibodeaux shown. Let me get one thing clear. I used to kind of troll and get pissed at Joe Shane, okay, for trading my star running back. So I've been calling him Sean, all right. But look, he's got my respect. He got my quarterback, all right. So I just want to say, Joe Shane, I know how to pronounce his name, okay. I'm not stupid. I'm not a fake fan. This is my team. Just want to put that out there because I've gotten comments on TikTok before. Oh, he doesn't know how to say his GM's name. Like, bro, you're stupid. Anyways, enjoy the rest of the video, man. Regimen. The last quarterback obviously was taken. Daniel Jones, taken 6th overall by Gettleman. Didn't really work out. A lot of players get him drafted. You know what I mean? We're not gonna talk about it. Anyways, I also want to comment on Sean and Dave while taking a quarterback. This is kind of a genius move on their end because it secures their job security for another at least 2 seasons. If Dart doesn't start year 1, then obviously they're not going to fire him before he gets to start, because that is their quarterback, that is their product, that is their project that they are working on. So Giants owners kind of have to give them time and give them benefit of the doubt to see if Jaxson Dart really works out. So I think that is a great move for Giants owners. I mean, not the owners, for GN and coaching. I really think it's the right move, especially when you look at the best available quarterbacks. I really think he was the best one. When you look at the star predictor score, which I think was originally created for fantasy quarterback analysis to see how good quarterbacks would be, Jaxson Dart has the highest ever. I think Mahomes had 99, Jackson had like a 98, and Jackson, not Jaxson Dart, Jackson of Lamar. Let me find the actual score right here. So he got 100. Top 10 all-time grades: Jaxson Dart with 100, Lamar Jackson 99, Jalen Hurts 99, Roethlisberger 98, Patrick Mahomes 96, Deshaun Watson 96, which obviously we can take this and Kyler Murray for examples of misses. Maybe he is a miss, who knows. I don't think so though. Drew Brees 92, Josh Allen 93. But this is crazy. 100 out of 100. I'm not really too sure how that is calculated or anything, but I just want to say I think there's a lot of good signs. I really haven't seen anything about Jaxson Dart that concerns me. I don't think his arm is a concern. I think he has a very strong arm. I think he's able to make all the throws. I think he's able to read the defenses very well. There's been issues about, or people making up issues about, oh, it's Ole Miss simple offense. I don't buy it until I see him actually struggle in the NFL. I think we're good. And when you want to mention the other quarterbacks that we have too, in terms of Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston, I think he has a lot to learn. He has a lot to learn from. You have a simple quarterback. You have veterans in the locker room. Jaxson Dart has a lot to learn from. I think he's in a perfect situation, a perfect quarterback for the situation he's in. Ultimately, it works out for everybody. I think it's going to be perfect. He did also go to, I think it was like Manning camps and stuff when he was younger. So yeah, with Jaxson Dart, there's a lot of potential. Now let's move into round 3, pick 65. Now we didn't have a round 2 pick because this was traded up to get Jaxson Dart. I believe the Rams had pick 26 after this, and they traded down after we got Dart. So clearly, if we didn't take Dart, I think the Rams would have taken him. If it wasn't the Rams, please correct me in the comments below. If I make any errors in the comments below, please correct me. I made a mistake. I called Kayvon Brian Burns, or no, I called Kayvon. I called Abdul Carter Kayvon in my last video because he signed his rookie deal, and someone corrected me in the comments. So if I mess up, please let me know down below. But yeah, pick 3, number 65 overall pick, round 3. I mean, Darius Alexander, defensive tackle. Now, this guy is great value. The fact he was still here is honestly, it really surprised me. This is a guy I think is projected to go a little bit earlier, but the reason he's so good is, like I said with Abdul Carter, how he helps with the depth of the line. He is going to be great depth to this line. Although he's obviously not a pure generational talent like maybe Carter or Sexy Dexter Lawrence, he's going to help, and he's going to definitely make an impact. He's a run-stuffing defensive tackle. He can help a bit on the pass rush. He had 26 tackles for a loss on design runs since 2023, which is the 5th most in FBS. And ultimately, he fits the Giants scheme with the big defensive line. He fits perfectly. He just looks like he'd be in the Giants uniform celebrating. He's one of those big guys on defense that's going to help and make an impact. Could be a key rotational player for us. Maybe a good first down player just to help get some stuff runs and all that. Make a 2nd and 12, 2nd and 13. You guys know what I'm saying. I don't want to keep yapping, but I think this guy is going to be very, very good for us. Darius Alexander. He might honestly surprise us and be better than we're expecting him to be. Expectations aren't crazy high for him, but he is really good. Now, round 4, pick 105. One of my favorite picks, Cam Thibodeaux. I've heard it different ways. I've heard commentators say Thibodeaux. I've heard people say Thibodeaux. Correct me if I'm saying it wrong, okay? If you guys know something I don't, let me know though, please. Arizona State, used to go to Sacramento State. This guy is a dog, man. This guy is a dog. He's not the biggest, most agile, most fastest. He's kind of a smaller back. He will be kind of honestly like a fullback, but this guy's good, man. He's a powerhouse. He's physical. He's a downhill runner. He's good and an amazing compliment to Tyrone Tracy, who is more of an elusive, quicker back, and I think they're just a perfect peanut butter and jelly combo in the backfield. Like, literally, they're so polar opposite. They're a perfect combo, bro. They don't really have any traits similar. Only thing that they share is that they both haul ass when they see open field. That's it. Obviously, we did lose Saquon, then it has been not really tough establishing the run game, but we don't have really that star power. We have had Tracy. We have other running backs on the roster. We have Eric Gray, who I think is running back 4 on our depth chart at the moment. I think Thibodeaux is 3rd. We have a good running back room. We have rotational pieces, and ultimately Thibodeaux, and the fact he fell to 105 really amazed me. I thought he was going to go much higher. He could be one of the biggest steals in the draft. I also made a video about him being a steal in the draft. It is a short. I will make a full form video on Thibodeaux very soon, so be on the lookout for that. I really think he's one of the biggest steals of the draft. We'll have to see how he pans out, though. One thing I will want to say before I move on to round number 5 pick is he is wearing number 44 right now, and I hope it doesn't change because it was said to be I don't think it was said to be permanent. I think it's a temporary. I hope he keeps that number, because 44 looks really sick. Imagine my childhood favorite running back, Ahmad Bradshaw. I always wanted his jersey. I never got it. So hopefully if he keeps 44, I can get his jersey. And yeah, I think Cam is going to be a very nice Giant, hopefully for a long time. Now with our 5th round pick, Marcus Mbow. I've also heard this pronounced different ways, so let me know which is the correct way down below. It's a guard from Purdue. I really think he's going to be a solid depth piece for what we have, because we have had some interior O-line injuries and just instability in the past with our line. So ultimately, I think he's going to have a good chance to maybe be a starter, but I don't know. Maybe he'll be better than we end up thinking he is. But I don't know. We really have to see. This is one of those guys I really don't know too much about. This article does say that he would have gone earlier in the draft if they weren't concerned about his health. So honestly, I've seen videos of him and stuff. I think his health is going to be fine, and I don't think injury is going to be any type of factor with him. So he could also be a steal, honestly, too, because 154 is fairly late in the draft. So I honestly think Marcus is going to be a good piece for us. I don't think any of these guys on this list right here. Oh God, by the way, this guy is a 5 versus C Halliburton, bro. You're not welcome. You're not welcome here, Hallie. I don't think any of these guys on here aren't good players. I really think every single pick we nailed it and got solid value. I'm not even saying that because I'm a Giants fan. Giants really did a great job of drafting. Now let's move on to our round 7 pick with number 219 in the draft, Thomas Thibodeaux, tight end. Giants really don't have a stable tight end. I mean, what do you want me to say? Do you want me to hype up our guy for no reason? Like, whether it's Theo Johnson or Bellinger, I don't see anything special with them, man. I don't see anything special with them. They don't show any Brock Bowers type of ability. They don't show anything, bro. Like, they're very basic tight ends. I think Thomas Thibodeaux maybe might be a step up. I don't know. Maybe he surprises us. But if I had to make a prediction on Thibodeaux, I'm gonna say that he ends up being kind of mid. We've had struggles with tight ends. Even when we take a very high rated tight end in Evan Ingram, it just didn't work out for us. So I'm going to say Thibodeaux ends up being kind of mid. I'm going to be hopeful though and say that he works out for us. He could be a solid piece. Like I said, could maybe replace Bellinger or what's his name, freaking Theo Johnson. I kind of wish we had a star tight end, but even when we did with what's his name, freaking Darren Waller, it's just our tight ends have never worked out for us, and I'm not really sure why. I don't know. I'll maybe make a video on that too, on tight ends in New York and why they don't work. I don't know. But let's move on with the final pick of the draft. Round 7, number 246, Corey Black, cornerback from Oklahoma State. Now, I think this is a good piece at corner. We obviously do have a little bit of weakness in the secondary. Banks is terrible. I give up on Banks. I'm hoping he proves me wrong this season, but we have been stretched thin at cornerback, especially last season. We got Paulson and Thibodeaux in free agency, so this is going to help out a little bit. We also got Javon Holland from the Dolphins in free agency, so that's going to help in our secondary. And ultimately, I think Corey Black will have a decent chance to prove himself. We'll see how he pans out. I'm hoping he steps up and helps in that secondary because Banks really needs the help. So Corey Black really needs to do his part, and hopefully he pans out. Let me know if I did not cover anything or if I missed anything important in this video. If you guys did enjoy, though, specifically Giants fans, I'm going to be making a lot more Giants focused content on this channel, as you guys might see by the next few uploads. If you guys did enjoy, man, be sure to drop a like. If you want more info content, go ahead and hit subscribe. And other than that, man, my name is Noah and I'm out. Peace.